This film also had the creepiest Santa. And you could,
Oh my god, yes!
I'll pick Andrew Garfield.
Peter 3.
Peter 3. I believe I put that on.
Ooh, that comic book filter.
This green ball?
This green tennis ball is Vecna, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about.
Hello, cinema peeps.
Hey, cinema peeps. It's been a hot minute.
Ooh, all right, first yawn is in. Once the next yawn comes, that's when the podcast is done, people. Let's go. Hold off to the end. Hold off to the end.
All right, be strong.
Be strong. Now, it's been a minute. We did a lot. We had Expo, Mother's Day, long weekend.
Yep.
A lot of stuff in between, guys. But we're back.
Lots of
and
exciting
we're happy.
stuff. Yep, we're back and we're happy. We got a collection of movies to share.
Mm-hmm. We sure do. Because we did tease last time, or maybe a time before that. I don't remember. That we were going to watch Five Nights at Freddy's 2 together.
Yep.
And we fucking did in person.
Yes, we did.
Because we went to Expo.
Yeah, Expo.
You've already heard about it. You don't need us talking about Expo. We bought too much stuff. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, we met people. I met Tom Welling. He signed my poster. I have it up on the wall here. I'll throw a picture up there.
Pew, pew, pew. Ah.
Oh,
wow,
this way.
amazing. Oh, right here. Wow.
Whee!
Wow. Wow. So cool. Yeah, we went to lots of fun panels. I think I enjoyed Winnie the Pooh the best, just because they did the little Smallville scene. That was very funny.
That was a lot. That was the highlight, I would say.
It was beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep.
But yeah, Friday night we had our little movie night where we had our food, our themed food, kind of loosely.
After my treacherous adventure driving up to Calgary.
In snow.
In the wind and the crazy snow, yeah. It was insane.
As we joke, you're still at risk of getting snow even at the May-long. So, April's always still a gamble. It could be nice, and yet snow will rear its ugly head every damn time.
The joys of living in Alberta.
Right? But we're not here for weather updates.
No.
We're not here for weather. We're here for dumb movies. And we got a pretty tight episode, so we gotta keep on track for once today.
All right,
maybe.
let's do it.
Doubtful.
Let's keep it rolling.
Doubtful. But yeah, we're gonna share a little more thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Hell yeah.
Because we watched together.
Yes. I can't remember if we mentioned it on the podcast, but we decided to do our own version of a themed movie night with the gang. So we had food themed based off of the movie. So
very lightly, yes.
Yeah, very lightly, yeah.
We had homemade pizzas for obviously Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Yeah, shout out to Josh for his homemade dough. It was very delicious.
Very good. We had wings for Chica, just because she's a bird.
Yeah.
As you see, very light. We had cupcakes although we did not decorate as full as I've seen other people online have done, like the little Chica cupcake, which is crazy, but we just had the regular cupcakes, and we had a purple guy creamsicle type drink.
Like a float.
A float.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
It was grape soda and ice cream.
Bad.
It was good. I liked it, yeah.
It was pretty good. Yeah, that's all we had, right? For food?
I think so. Yeah, I feel like that's right.
I think my mom tried to give us vegetables, and I was like, no thanks. Hello,
we had vegetables on the pizza, didn't we?
I think so.
We had onions and
we had
peppers
and
and
shit.
yeah.
We're fine.
We were fine.
And yeah, we all enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah.
Again, from my recollection from long, long ago, I think I still like the first movie a little bit better.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think because it feels like this movie was just basically trying to set up for the next film. Which, I mean, you could argue like that. Like, I know the first movie was also kind of doing it, but it just didn't feel as obvious, I guess.
Oh, really? Okay.
In my mind. But again, this is from like trying to reference the movie from like quite a while ago,
right.
you know?
See, and I felt the first movie did more exposition as far as like setting up the whole premise of the lore that goes into the game, and the second one felt more like the game in a way. Yeah.
I mean, the whole sequence with Josh trying to like Josh Harrison's character like closing the doors, the vents, putting
using
the mask
on. Yeah, that was cool.
Which was all very fun. I enjoyed. I think I wrote this on my not my letterbox review, on my Q review.
Yeah.
Where I was like, that first line of dialogue really just threw me for a loop. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I know, like, Five Nights is not known for, like, its dialogue, you know? Like, it does have, like, a level of cheese to it, which is fine, but, like, when Vanessa's character says to the other girl, being like, listen, that sometimes life, that's the roll of the dice, and I'm like, absolutely not. What child says that?
Right?
No adult says that. Like, what? Literally could have said anything. Roll of the dice?
Yeah.
Again, maybe it's some lore thing that I don't know, because it's been a hot minute, but I was just, that threw me for a loop. I was like, what the actual hell?
I'll chalk it up to, yeah, it's probably like,
it calmed down after
right?
that.
I was gonna say, it's probably like a quote in the game.
Right?
Like in the story cuts or whatever, it's probably that. I'll chalk it up to that.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Because it just threw me so, I was like, what the fuck?
But it was really cool to see them
much.
like actually bring to life that whole like story sequence that's from the game, where you see it in the 8-bit and you actually get to like see the real life version where she like of the what is it, the very first incident or something like that. Can't remember what the official title of it is in the game.
Yeah, with the marionette puppet.
Yeah, and holy crap, the puppet, that looks that looks really good.
It was creepy.
Yeah,
I was a little confused, and again, it's been a hot minute since I've brushed up on my lore, but I always saw the puppet as like an anti-hero. Maybe anti-hero is not the right word, but they definitely made her like the central villain of this one. And maybe I'm wrong. I just never saw the puppet as an evil entity.
Well, I was trying to remember because there's so much lore that I feel like in the beginning that was right, because I can't remember how much, like, so for context, we watch the game theory theories and lore videos on the game, and so I'm trying to, I don't know if I'm getting like Matt Pat's theories confused with the actual lore. Because I know he was also saying that he thought that she was an anti-hero too, and she was like protecting the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, so like the only time she would lash out is when they thought like they were in danger, which kind of like the first animatronics did as well.
Yeah.
To my recollection. So they weren't necessarily evil, they were just like, hey, get the fuck out kind of vibes. Right. But like she was like a full-on evil villain. Like she had like the what are they called? The toy animatronics, like kind of under her control and like moving them like pieces on a game board.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that? So, but again, Scott likes to like reinvent the lore or like change things. It's never clear, and he's just like,
or if it's just fit for the movie that way.
Right? Maybe it just worked out that way. But so I found that was an interesting choice. Interesting choice. But I mean, she's also creepy as hell. So like. Kind of works.
But I can't remember in the game story for that whole incident, did she, like when like the kid Charlotte, did she try to save a little boy, or was it just that she got stuck or somehow something happened with the spring traps and the toys? Because again, this is where it's all bleeding together, and I can't remember what's what, right?
So I think there was one. Because the one thing I remember specifically was the puppet crawling outside. Because I think in one of the ones at the original, or the diner location or something, like the puppet lost one of the kids because they somehow wandered outside, and that was considered Afton's first victim at one point. And so the puppet, because again, I think they even bring in the movie, like there's like a perimeter thing. They can't go a certain distance. And so the puppet like crawls outside. So I remember that 8-bit sequence where it's trying to crawl to save the child, but it's too late. Okay. And then that's kind of when they merge together. But I don't remember if that was Charlotte though. You see, the problem is there's also a Charlotte in the books. which does not help. So I'm also thinking of that, where there's like, where again, maybe spoilers, maybe we'll find this out in the movies, but like Charlotte actually is an animatronic person, not a person, and that I don't think it was Afton, but her dad was like building and like making newer models, so it seemed like she was growing when she was not.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm kind of expecting to pull that out with Vanessa's character, at least in the movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't remember, because I don't think Charlotte was that victim, but I know she was a victim.
Yeah.
I just
so much, guys. If anybody knows, like
like I love how detailed the lore, but sometimes, so like when you're trying to again think back of all this stuff, I'm like, oh my god,
right? Like even when we were watching the movie, I just remember all of us were like, wait, wasn't this the thing, and didn't that happen? Who is this guy? Like
everyone in the room, I obviously don't remember as well as I thought I did.
But you, like, all of us hands down immediately called out, like, Mike. Like, or Michael, sorry. And we're like, my God. You are a creepy motherfucker.
That opening sequence, we're like, oh my God. What a creep.
Right.
And, like, again, because I think, again, he does start off as, like, a bad guy, but eventually he does try to right the wrongs of his father. Mm-hmm. So... unclear, again, giving the movie its chance, doing its thing. Mm-hmm. And obviously there's a third one, but now Vanessa's possessed by the puppet. But again, I also found that conflict near the end very annoying.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Josh Hutcherson's character was like, guys, we just have to get over this. Yeah. I don't know why you're not over it, but I'm over it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mike, literally Vanessa told you how much trauma her father put her through, and you witnessed it. That's not something you turn off, my guy.
Yeah.
So I was a little annoyed at his character, because I was just like, you, what?
Right.
And again, with, like, Abby being like, oh, I want to play with my friends. And he's just like, girl, just get over it. Like, again, I'm over it. Guys, I am over it.
Right.
And it's like, nah, my guy, no. So that conflict felt very forced, because I even knew when she was like, I picked this family, I was like, oh, girl, they're not picking you. Like, yeah. You might as well have been your own team, at that point. You'd be like, you know what? Fuck all of you. I'm Team Vanessa, and I'm going to take you all out.
Yeah.
So again, we were left with the cliffhanger that the puppet, I'm assuming, crawled up her butt. Like, I don't know how the possession works. Because again, I'm not sure how, like, Abby was possessed, but then... no damage was done, but we found sorry, excuse me. We found Grace McKellen's character dead, even though she also possessed her body.
Yes.
Unclear how those rules work.
Yeah.
Because when I saw her possess Abby, I was like, that's it, Abby's dead. But I guess not, for story reasons, plot armor.
Yeah.
So that was a little unclear. But, like, overall, I enjoyed my time with the film. Mm-hmm. I did enjoy how we all had the same, like, oh my god, Megan Fox is Chica? And I was like, right, they did announce that. And yet, watch the entire film being like, who?
We're like, what?
And Matt Pat was Toy Bonnie. And yeah. I was like, oh, did he? I was like, did he have lines? And I was like, oh, right, he did. He had a couple lines. I am surprised. I really thought they were getting Markiplier for this one, but maybe he was busy on his own movie.
Scheduling conflicts, maybe.
But yeah, cheesy dialogue, all aside, like I said, I really enjoyed my time with the film, but I think I still like the first one. But again, we have a third one coming out, so
we might have to do a marathon at that point.
We most definitely will. Movies and lore game theories again.
Yes. Oh my god, yeah.
Just to like get the brain
going.
Get
it all straight.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like Charlie Day with the red string.
Honestly, I was just thinking, like, when we do watch the third, I think that's what has to happen is we have multiple boards out. We're like, hey, here's the movie. Here's the movie events we know of. Yeah. Here is the lore. Yeah. Here's the lore of the other games.
Here's the lore of the book.
Here's the Venn diagram where they all come together, We'll figure it out. Oh, boy. But yeah, apart from weird, cheesy dialogue at the beginning that threw me for a loop, had a great time.
Right? Me too.
I mean, maybe because we had friends and good food. Maybe.
That definitely enhanced it, for sure.
I was gonna watch, and I didn't. I was gonna watch other people's reviews because again, I remember when it first came out, people were really slamming it very hard.
Mm,
So I just wanted to watch back because I was like, I'm curious. What do you not like?
yeah.
And I also wanted to watch one of like maybe who's like maybe more into the lore,
Mm,
get their take, and maybe just an average moviegoer. Just
yeah.
out of
Yeah.
curiosity,
Right?
Well, speaking of extra lore drops, in April we also had Stranger Things Tales of 85 drop.
Ooh.
A cartoon that I was a little annoyed that they said it's an 80s cartoon and it looks nothing like an 80s cartoon, but whatever. I will. Like, legitly, though, like, I think if they went hard with, like, an actual 80s aesthetic cartoon,
Oh, yeah.
it would be amazing.
It would have, totally.
Like I don't hate the art style, but again, I think I don't like it as much because I was promised an 80s style cartoon.
Yeah.
And again, to be fair, like I don't know, I couldn't describe, like, when I think of 80s cartoon, I think of G.I. Joe, but I think that's technically like late 70s,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got the 90s, style. So I probably couldn't tell you what exactly makes it, an 80s cartoon style, but I'll sure as hell it's not whatever they made the show
the
as.
big factor is that it's 2-dimensional, not 3-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
So
They really should have went hard with that, but aside, I knew I wasn't going to try to judge it too harshly, but I definitely didn't help that I was like, being my grumpy self. But you watched it.
I did.
You said you binged the whole, I forgot, how many episodes is it? And it's really short too, isn't it? Like, they're only 30 minutes an episode?
They're only 30 minutes. It's 10 episodes, but frankly, I don't think it needed to be 10 episodes.
Oh, awkward. Yeah, I don't know. Again, and I keep seeing things online that talk about how they're going to expand the Stranger Things universe. And I'm kind of like, can we just let it be? Can we not?
Yeah, let's not beat a dead horse.
So you say the show is, even though I would say 30 minutes, what a perfect, amount for an episode. 10, not too bad. You're saying too long.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm used to the original series being only 8 episodes that was like the issue, but like I just felt like by episode 6 I was already like ready for the story to start wrapping up. And then I realized,
guys, let's wrap this shit.
We'll just and again, maybe it was the way that they started. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, let me just start from the beginning and just say that like I didn't have high hopes going into this, but I was pleasantly surprised. So
okay,
it's still worth watching, I would say. The animation, yes, I know you have your beef with the animation, but for what they did, like it's pretty impressive. Like some of the camera moves, I guess you could put it, like the way so it's just great. It's awesome. It's very impressive. Okay. And the story is good, but yes, I felt like it didn't need to be 10 episodes. I felt like they kind of stretched out some stuff far too long and they didn't need to. But I kind of found myself tuning out a couple of times in the later episodes, but we came back around full circle. We did it. We got it. And I'd say for what it was pretty good. Does it really have anything to do with the original series? Not really, but you know what? It was a cool side quest, I'd say.
Right, and I feel like if Stranger Things wants to continue to like work on its universe, it needs to do more side questy stories. Because I think there's a book series. I think there's 2 books of like Nancy and Robin going on some adventure.
Yep.
I'm like, sure, I'm down. It's like the events after Stranger Things. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love to know what that's about.
Right? And I guess the nice thing too is like for this animated series, they like I said, they don't really other than like the obvious mentions that they have to put in, there's really no connection to the main storyline. So going into this, you didn't really feel like you're going to miss out on anything. But that being said too, like watching it, I'm like, this definitely would have been like a cartoon that I would have watched as a kid because they've taken all the swears out of it. Like it's definitely geared more towards a younger audience
I see.
with this because like yeah, anytime the kids like attempt to or would what they would normally be swearing in the show, they're like oh crud, like they use the innocent terms more than the actual swears.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, no, I was like yeah, I would have watched this if this was on like Teletoon or YTV as a kid. I totally would have watched this.
ITV. The times. The times.
Right?
Okay. Well, like I said, it is on my watch list. It just kind of slipped through the cracks of the
Hmm.
busyness.
Hmm.
And like I said, my brother tried to play it while we were all busy, and I was like, why would you do
Yeah.
that? Why would you do that?
Yeah. But honestly, you could easily crack it out in an evening if you got an evening to spare. I did it in an
Rack
evening.
it out. We'll see. If I have a free evening, or at least like even do half and half would be nice.
Yeah.
Half one evening, half the other evening, but
Hmm.
we will see. We will see.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said, we don't want to delve too much into it because Kendra doesn't want to spoil it for me, and I will be watching it. So we'll be revisiting it at a later time.
Hell yeah. Oh, the last thing I will say too before we move on
Oh.
is I was very impressed with the voice actors they chose because
Mm.
I was convinced that the person, or I was convinced that Dustin was voicing himself, and it was not him. And none of them really. They're like, I don't think
Yeah, I
any
think
of them are voiced by the original cast.
yeah, nobody's back.
Also, it's pretty cool that the guy who played Win in
Oh, and
Supergirl
Supergirl
voices
is
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, I was like,
I saw that.
nice.
I was like, ah,
Yeah,
I
so that was
know
pretty
that
cool.
motherfucker. I know that motherfucker.
Yeah. So like
Ooh.
some of the voices, like Hopper's voice, you're like, yeah, that's not him. But like all the kids for the most part, I was like other than Elle, I was pretty sure like I was like, oh, all the they must have like how do they do this? Like it's all like the same kids. It's the same actors, isn't it?
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yep.
Well, hell yeah. You'll love to see that. Or love to hear it,
Right?
actually. Uh, but let me tell you about the Church of the Sheep Detective.
Yes.
What a cute movie. What a cute movie. Again, I won't spoil too much because I think you should go see it. It's such
Yes,
a
I do
cute
want to go see
movie.
it.
I will say the experience watching it was also very special.
Oh
So
yeah?
I took my mommy for Mother's Day. And I mean, we did see it on the Sunday. It did open that Friday, I think. So,
Mm-hmm.
you're a little worried about going to see a movie, but we're seeing it at like an afternoon show, a matinee, if you will. So I was hopeful it wasn't going to be too crowded. And judging by the not sponsored Cineplex app, it looked like it was full, but not packed. So I was like, okay, we can deal with that. We can deal with this.
Nice.
We passed by the party room and saw a wonderful children's birthday party. I was like, oh, how sweet. And then all of a sudden they all start lining up to see their movie. I'm like, oh, I wonder what movie they're seeing. Oh, they're seeing The Sheep Detective, and we are right behind them.
Oh no.
I immediately was like, oh, trying not to stress. My mom was like, oh no. And I was like, nope, everything's fine. Everything's going to be great.
Nobody
Nothing's going to ruin this movie for me. Everything's going to be great. But I will say, they were so respectful. They were like just at that right age. Like they weren't super talkative. Like they did have their comments, which oh my god, some of them had some mad singers. All right, um, but they were very respectful. Like they weren't, like so it just enhanced the movie experience, which was good because it definitely could have gone the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so cute. Like the sheep would baa, and they would all like as an echo would baa back. It was very very cute.
Aw.
Um, yeah, at one point there's a bumbling detective in the movie who has not a hope in hell to solve this case. And that's why the sheep detectives have to help him because he's dumb as
Mm-hmm.
fuck. Um, and like one of the kids is just like they try to give him a book basically a 101 on how to solve crimes because again, the crime takes place in a very small town out in England where like literally like nothing happens in this town. So like
Mm-hmm.
this murder is like a very big deal.
Yeah.
And the constable has no idea what he's doing. So the sheep are like, let's give him this book to help him. And so yeah, there's a whole sequence of them giving this book to him. And this kid behind me was just like, he's so dumb, he probably couldn't even read the book. I was like, oh my god, okay. That was hurtful. Oh my god. But hard not to laugh. And then there was another point near the end where like one of the girls was explaining the plot to another girl. She goes, "Okay, this is what's happening." And I was like, "This is so cute. This is so
Aw.
funny." So yeah, I will say I was very worried. I was like, "Oh no, this is going to be awful." But no. They were super respectful and it was so fun.
Aw, cute.
But yeah, I was really fucking worried there for a minute. I was worried. Um, but yeah, I will say it now. Sheep Detective is my movie for 2026. I don't care about Christopher
Oh.
Nolan's Odyssey or whatever. Sheep Detective, okay?
Best picture of the year.
I'm only half joking, but like what if it was just such a fun film. You know, like it's like again, as I've said, I love me a good mystery, and like the mystery wasn't super complicated. It was just about like the sheep's relationships with like everybody and just like them dealing with grief, which is very bizarre for a
Hmm.
children's film, but like 10 out of 10.
Nice.
10 out of 10. I know my friend was very hesitant because I guess her mom really wanted to see it, but they're like, I don't know, the trailer makes it seem like the humor wouldn't be good. And I'm like, you crazy? I was like, I saw that trailer and I was like, I'm on fucking board. I was just so sad that I think they released the trailer like 4 or 5 months before the movie came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just disappointed it's not May already. Like, what are we doing? We got my hopes up so high already. What are we doing?
Right?
Um, so I mean, I don't know. I thought the humor was great. I didn't think it was, I mean, maybe it could be too corny. I don't know.
I like
But like,
corny.
I feel like you're seeing a movie about talking sheep, you
Yeah.
know? The humor's not going to be like sophisticated, like,
Yeah.
Like I thought it was like just right. Yeah. I love the Sheep Detective. I want a sheep now. Go see the Sheep Detective. Not sponsored,
Yay.
but go see the Sheep Detective. Go see it.
Excellent.
And then yeah, the movie with too many adjectives that I always keep getting wrong. Remarkably Bright Creatures, I think it's called. I don't
Yes, you
remember.
got it. You nailed
It's
it.
some sort of amalgamation of way too many words. We also watched that for the weekend. So it came out the Friday. I think it came out the same day, Friday, but it was a Netflix exclusive.
Yes.
It's also obviously based on a very popular book. I've
Yes.
heard many people talk about the book and
Oh,
how
yes.
amazing the book is. I have not
Yes.
read the book.
Not yet. No.
Chink chink. So as a person who has not seen the book or not seen or read the book, I thought the movie was fine. I thought it was delightful. My mother, who has read the book, said it was not the best maybe movie adaptation she's seen, but she
Mm.
did have a good time. So I was like,
Okay.
you know what? That's
That's
all that
good.
matters.
Yep.
I mean, I think Sally Fields probably, does it for everybody.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
it works out. But my mom, without trying to spoil the film, she leans over and asks me near the very end of like the climax of the movie. She's like, "Do you know who so and so's father is?" And I look at her like, "Is it the octopus?" And she's like, "No!" I was like, "I obviously like, come on, mama. Come on. What do you take me for, mama? Like, come on." But I thought I was being a little cheeky. I thought I was being really clever. I was like, I'm so funny. So yeah, I can't really speak on like what content they missed from the books. I knew it was about a talking octopus, which hilariously enough is voiced by Doc Ock. I'm like, this man is just stuck doing
That's
octopus
awesome.
roles forever,
Yeah.
but like it's so funny. Um, so again, I can't really speak on like, oh, like they missed this or missed this emotional beat.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was kind of obvious like from the beginning because like they show him escaping his tank a lot. And I don't know, they kind of made it seem like he'd done it before already. And so I don't know if that's how it was in the books, if he was
Mm.
already making escapes before that kind of thing. I'm sure we, you know, didn't get all the fun, extra dialogue, I guess, from the octopus. And I could definitely tell there's like, they had like their montage scenes. So it's like, okay, they probably, again, condensed a lot of maybe some character stuff in there.
Hmm.
There's also like a weird side quest with the guy hitting on the girl who owns the surfboard shop, which definitely felt like just like a little droplet in the movie and might be a bigger deal in the book.
Okay.
Again, just kind of theorizing what could have been,
Yep.
because I'm not gonna have time to read the book, people. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't finished the Dexter series. Like, I have to read next Thursday Murder Club, Lessons in Chemistry. Like, it's gonna be a long time to get to
We have
that
quite the
book, all right?
backlog. Yeah.
on life and everything. Like, we're never gonna get there, okay, people?
Yeah.
So I'm just guessing at this point. I'm just guessing. But I mean, again, if you were going in blindly, I'd say it's a lovely time.
All
you
right,
know?
good to know.
I think I'd rather watch The Sheep Detective again, but again, bias. There's sheep in that one.
I mean,
it was just very
yeah.
lovely.
Talking sheep, talking octopus.
Right? And speaking of voice actors, I didn't realize until the very end when the credits rolled, it was actually Louis Dreyfus who voices the main sheep. Did not know.
Really?
The second I saw it though, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Interesting.
So like, applause. I
Yeah.
also I was like, oh yeah, that's Sir E. McKillen for sure. And it was actually Patrick Stewart. I was like, listen, interchangeable old white man,
I mean, they
They're
do
both
have
great.
fairly similar dialect, I feel like.
Right? So I can be forgiven, maybe. I can be forgiven, maybe. And also we have our lovely Roy Kent. He voices two sheep, actually.
Hell yeah.
Sheep that want to smash.
Nice.
So,
Speaking of him, I watched are currently watching Shrinking, the series Shrinking.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have not gone to the season where he's at, but I also kind of abandoned it.
Uh
I was like, this is too much for me right now. And my mom and my aunts were like, we're gonna watch it, we're gonna keep going. I'm like, yeah, fine, use my Apple, I guess.
go for it.
Use my Apple account, I guess.
Yeah. I didn't realize he produced that series though, too. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I think he also writes for it too, which
Yeah.
again shouldn't be a big surprise because he also wrote on Ted Lasso. So
Yeah.
like shouldn't be a surprise, but also like that makes sense.
Right?
It is. I did enjoy like the episodes and I do like the humor, but
Hmm.
I just found the content a little too heavy for me currently. So I was just
True.
like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But I think that'll do it for today's episode. Very jam-packed.
Yep.
Sorry we haven't been around. We've just been busy, tired.
Yeah.
Ooh. See?
Doing lots of
Last
things.
yawn. Time to
There
wrap
you
up
go.
the podcast.
There
There's
we
that
go.
yawn. There's that yawn. But hopefully we won't take another long hiatus. But I also just feel it's good when we have lots of movies to come back to you guys and talk about.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to stretch the one movie we've both only one
Right?
person watched, and we're like,
Or
"All
feeling
right,
pressure to
stretch it
try to
out.
find something to watch.
stretch it out. Let's go, stretch out that one movie."
Right?
So again, I know for a little bit we kind of like went back to doing a week, but maybe we'll have to do every 2 weeks, maybe again.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Play it by ear.
Just so we have some stuff, But anyways, thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's episode. Have you seen any of the movies we've talked about or series? Please let us know in the comments down below. And again, if there's any you're really into right now, please let us know. Our list will never be ending. We would love to add it. Ever-growing list. Consider leaving us a little likesy, considering we've had lots of technical difficulties today, so we would really appreciate it.
Oh my god.
And also considering subscribing to Pretty Cool Gals, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, watch all the content, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Monkey,
Monkey,
monkey.
monkey. And...
Wing.